real quick. Big Boss, Cape Po, talk boxing. Hold on, baby. So look at here. Keyshawn Davis responds to him testing positive for marijuana. He basically takes the criticism, accepts his responsibility, but then he follows that up with saying, I'm not going to stop doing it. And basically says along the lines that, it's legal in the United States. So basically he's saying, why should I stop? I'm going to give my response to it. And I got a 2-part response. So my first response is this. I like that he took responsibility, right? I do like that. But I don't like the fact that he threw that other answer in there. He could have kept that for himself. You know what I mean? For him and his boys, he could have said, man, I ain't going to stop doing it. That's what it is. He could have kept that to himself. There's no need for you to say that publicly. Because now these sanctioning bodies, although I don't know, if it's, a banned substance everywhere. I don't know, but now these sanctioning bodies really going to be on your head when it comes to these fights, right? And you just drawing extra attention to yourself from the sanctioning bodies, not from the fans, but the sanctioning bodies. It may be harder for you to get fights made. You know what I'm saying? It may not, but like I said before, that's something that I would have kind of kept to myself. You know what I mean? I would have kept that to the cuff. You know what I mean? I would have said what I need to say and been done with it. Second part of the answer is, my second response, is this. I get it, he liked to smoke weed. That's cool. And I'm not here to tell him to smoke weed or not to smoke weed. All I'm saying is remember your why. Remember why you got in the sport of boxing. Remember why you started boxing. Remember why you became a pro. Right? I don't know any guys that reached that elite level that was smoking weed. That's all I'm saying. Floyd Mayweather status, Andre Ward status. I don't know any guys, up there that made it to the top because they were smoking weed. I mean, you saw your performance, when they hit Albright, when you were under the influence or when you tested positive. So you had to be smoking it during camp, right? So my thing is this. Understand that if you're going to do it, this is a recommendation. This is not me telling him what he needs to do. If you're going to do it outside of camp in your off season. But understand, the higher you go, the more a lot of people are going to expect you to be clean, right? And my opinion, that's what separates great fighters from elite fighters. You get what I mean? There's certain fighters that could be great if they took care of their bodies. They took care of themselves. Like, look at Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner's a prime example. Adrian Broner, when he didn't drink and stuff like that, they was comparing him to Floyd. We gotta keep it a stack. They was comparing his star power and what he generated was amazing. He started rapping and started drinking all the time and doing this and doing that, and he plummeted. You get what I mean? So like I said, at the end of the day, and Adrian Broner is still a great talent. He's still very skillful. You know what I mean? But he out his prime now. He wasted away his prime years. You don't want to be that type of fighter. You know what I mean? Keyshawn Davis is a hell of a talent. You know what I mean? But you got two guys that you look up to, Shakur Stevenson and Terrence Crawford, who are doing it the right way as far as training and preparing for fights. Some people feel like Terrence Crawford tested positive for steroids. I ain't going to say nothing. But I'm saying over here, you got two examples of guys who are preparing for fights. You get what I mean? Who don't smoke weed, to my knowledge, who don't smoke weed, who don't drink. They always in the gym. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is at the end of the day, Keyshawn, you got to go back to your why. If you just in this boxing game to be mediocre, cool. But understand, you're not going to beat the top guys, you know what I mean, under the influence. Like, that's the main reason why I say you're not going to beat Frank Martin. You're not going to beat him. I'm sorry. Frank Martin stay in the gym. Frank Martin ain't smoking, he ain't drinking. You know what I mean? That's what's going to separate him from you. You're not going to be smoking blunts and then come over here and think, oh, yeah, I'm going to whoop him. No. You can have as much talent as you want to. Some dudes, yeah, you may be able to do that. I'm not going to lie to you. But as you start climbing those ranks, as you start climbing and looking at the top guys, understand what come with that. I don't like this look for Keyshawn, bro. It draws unnecessary attention to him. Right? That's just what it is. So now that he said this, you may go to some fights and they checking you for weed. You know? It's like, man, come on, man. You know? You got to think smarter, bro. Remember, y'all remember that Dave Chappelle with Keeping It Real Goes Wrong? This is that. Cause you basically telling the Texas section about it. If you, I'm gonna do what I want. I don't care about no y'all test. And it's the thing. You may have to fight in Texas again. Guess what that section about it gonna do? They're gonna test you. You know what I mean? You got to move smarter. Now, another thing I want to point out. If I'm the Hill Albright, I take offense to that. Because you basically saying, man, I could beat this dude and be high. If I'm the Hill Albright, shit, nigga, I'm pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't have the respect to come in to fight me sober-minded. You know? Now, granted, I don't know when he smoked, but I'm guessing it was before the fight because how he fought in the Hill Albright. Either the Hill Albright is that damn good to where he had Keyshawn Davis looking like that, or Keyshawn Davis smoked a blunt before the fight and came into the fight like, shit, I'm finna whoop this nigga. and it backfired on him. That's just what it is. He still won, right? But you got some people that feel like he lost. Some people feel like the man lost the fight. I keep telling y'all, boxing is more mental than physical. If you are mentally impaired and under the influence of something, you cannot produce. I don't care how much skill you got, I don't care how much power you got, I don't care what you got. If you do not have a clear mind and is not focused mentally, you will not win that fight. So, Keyshawn got a lot of thinking to do. Now, the thing that I don't like that people are using is, oh, he's young. He young. Look, man, at the end of the day, I get it. You can use that if you don't have any proper mentorship. He got Terrence Crawford, he got Shakur. He got two guys in his camp that are great examples for him. To me, there's no excuse. You know me, I don't operate like that. I don't live my life by excuses. There's no excuse why he did what he did. He did it because he wanted to do that. We're not going to sit here and make excuses for him. Because he's young. We ain't doing that. He's an Olympian. He know better. You get what I mean? That's just what it is. He know better. He did it because he wanted to do it. And he told you, I'm not going to stop doing it. So the excuse about, he's young, we're not doing it. Throw that shit in the trash. At the end of the day, he a grown man. He got to stand on his 10. He took ownership of it. Cool. He sat there and said, I ain't going to stop doing it. Cool. Let's move on from it. But like I said before, he got some thinking he got to do. You know what I mean? That's what it is. He got to go back to his why. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss, go.